what's going on, everyone? Coming back with another video, this time going over a manga. I recently started manga collecting about a month ago, and I've been really enjoying the hobby. And on my quest to collect all of Dragon Ball, I realized there weren't any official Dragon Ball GT manga, of course because GT was an anime-exclusive series. But on Amazon, I stumbled into this, DBGalaxyTouring, and looking at the front, I thought this definitely looked like Dragon Ball GT. Looking at the back, you would think the same, and there's a reason for that. This is, in fact, Dragon Ball GT as a manga. So what this is a fan-made production, I guess by a fellow Dragon Ball stan, someone who really loves the series, who wanted to see this immortalized as a manga. And I think this is actually really, really cool. It's by, see if I can pronounce this correctly, Xinjiang Youth Publishing House. I could be getting that completely incorrect. I'm sorry if I butchered it. It is a Chinese publishing house, even though this was printed in Coppell, Texas. And it's just a way to represent Dragon Ball GT in your collection. So because this is a fan-made manga, I wanted to go ahead and take the time to review it and talk about its quality in comparison to official manga, its size, what I would like to see changed, and so on and so forth. So, starting with quality, I have to say this is shockingly well made for a fan-made manga. We have a nice glossy laminate front, spine, and back, and the pages are beautiful. They're not too thin. Like, this feels substantially better than most official manga that I've actually purchased recently. Text is very legible and the art is nice and crisp. Okay, I'm not going to say it's perfect, but it's just as good, if not better, than many official manga that I own. Another point that I want to point out is just how white the pages are. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring in a few copies of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball Super. And you can see here, my Dragon Ball Z is a little yellowed, but these copies of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super are brand new straight from Books A Million. Now, if we turn this GT onto its side, we can see just how white those pages are. To me, that is a big deal because it should mean that this will take longer to yellow, which, as many collectors know, yellowing is the bane of the collection. You don't want your pages to yellow out from sun bleach or from harsh UV rays. So the quality is actually pretty fantastic. I haven't found any mistranslations anywhere in the manga so far. Now, granted, I haven't finished reading this particular chapter, or this particular volume, but everything is pretty much spot on perfect as it should be in terms of quality. Where I take issue with this manga are more from the display side of things. I love admiring my collections, whether it be my game collections, my figure collection, my movie collection, so on and so forth, and with manga especially it's important because when we line up actual official manga together, they look beautiful on the shelf. In these cases, they would actually form a nice panoramic image. Now, I don't expect a fan-made GT manga to do the same thing that these official Viz Shonen Jumps do, but one of the issues I take with this from a display standpoint is its size. So you can see how large this is. If I bring in an official copy of Dragon Ball Super, you can see just how much larger this is than a copy of Super, meaning you cannot reasonably put this on the shelf in chronological order with your other Dragon Ball manga, because if you try to do so, this would just stick out so far on the shelf, and it would create a very unnatural look. Okay, the taller bit isn't that big of an issue, but it's the fact that it's also wider. This is more comparable to something like, I have this Tales of Berseria manga, and I forget the name of this particular size. There is an actual term for it, but you can see it's a little more comparable to that. It's actually not quite as deep as this, which means it's also a little bit awkward to store next to this size of manga, but it fits with these a little bit better, although it is taller. So, the issue I have with that is it just can't really blend well on the shelf in that way. Another issue from display comes from how the spine is formatted. So again, with US print manga, we always have things oriented in this direction. Okay, here's the front cover. Taking the front cover here, we see that this is oriented in a flipped direction. This is most similar to European manga. Here I have Bleach Fade to Black, and you can see on this copy of Bleach Fade to Black how it's also oriented the same way. So this Dragon Ball GT manga appears to be oriented in a European style, which isn't ideal for US collectors, and this is an English manga being printed in the US, sold to US citizens on Amazon. So this doesn't really blend with the shelf all that well. All I would like to see is basically them take the standard manga size and apply it to these manga, and then also give us a spine that's oriented in the other direction. Take this and just flip it 180, and that way it should look better on the shelf. So that's all I have to say about it. Hopefully you guys found this informative. If you're looking to collect all of Dragon Ball GT, they currently have 6 volumes out. I would definitely say go ahead and purchase them. I'm definitely going to get 2 through 6, so I can finish up my set as well. And hopefully they'll make more to finish up the rest of the series. But until next time, peace, and I'll see you later.